Boots, like, he's a tremendous talent, and he's no walk in the park for no one, So he's a threat to anyone that he step foot in the ring with, But he got tremendous speed. He got great power, defense, reflexes, all that, But the only thing that I can say is I'm 10 steps ahead of him.
As for Boots, we know what the super fight is. We know what the super fight is. Super fight isn't Sebastian Fundora. The super fight isn't Virgil Ortiz. Super fight isn't Josh Kelly. There's no one at 160. The super fight is Terrence Bud.
10 steps ahead of him in smarts. And I think, that's where he'd get in trouble with, coming straight forward, trying to box me or trying to, think shot for shot. I just, compare myself, with a lot of great fighters, and I can see the holes in his game, and I can see the openings and the opportunities that I'll have because, A, I feel like I punch harder than Xander. B, I'm way sharper than Xander. C, I'm way faster than Xander. So the shots that Xander was hitting him with and the shots that Xander couldn't capitalize because his speed wasn't there, I will be able to capitalize. And when I capitalize, everybody know I'm probably one of the best counterpunchers, there ever was. So
they say never say never. Are you saying never? And
never. I'm retired. I'm happily retired. It's Boots era. I pray and hope that, he take it to the extreme. I pray nothing but success for him and his family, and all in all, it's all about competitiveness. And people want to see, this generation, how would they do with the previous generation? The same way with people comparing me to Floyd. We'll never fight, So I wish him nothing but the best. I want to see him succeed. I don't have nothing to prove. I didn't win everything there is to win. I hope that Jaron have half of the career that I had, or surpass me. If he surpassed me, I'm going to be rooting for him. I'm going to be giving him his props. I'm not the type of fighter that, want to see him fail. I want to see him succeed. I want to congratulate him. I want to see him, make it to the Hall of Fame and, congratulate him and things like that, But when you say, oh, he would knock Terrence Crawford out or Terrence Crawford ducked him or Terrence Crawford ran and that's why Terrence Crawford retired, it pisses me off sometimes, but at the same time, it's just...
Boots showed how solid he is, but he also showed that he also gets hit, he also gets stunned, he got hurt a little bit, he got hit a little bit too much. So that's what boxing is. That's what makes fights a little more exciting. Now I'm pretty sure a lot of people that thought, oh, Boots could easily dominate Zayas, oh, he'll easily dominate Ortiz. Now they're gonna think, man, him against Ortiz is gonna be a fucking war, a beautiful fight. So it brings more attention to the fans to push for this fight, promoters to work together and make this fight happen because of what Boots showed last night. Besides him also getting hit and getting tagged and maybe getting stunned and a couple of times, but he showed heart, he showed power. So that's one thing that people saw. I said it before the fight. I would say, look, it's not going to be an easy fight for Boots because of Xander's confidence. Xander's confidence, his mentality throughout camp, every interview, he felt he was going to win, and he was sure he was going to win. And that's a warrior mentality. That's a winner mentality. Those mentalities like that's tough to beat. So that's why Boots had a tough time, even though, he beat him and stopped him and dropped him 3 times, but it wasn't easy either. He took some punches. So that those type of mentalities like Xander Zayas had, it's tough to beat. And every time I heard him speak and the way the confidence I seen in him, I knew it was going to be an easy. I knew it was going to be easy for Boots. And a lot of people thought it was going to be easy, but no, I knew it because of Zayas' confidence.
Listen, bro, you cannot slap somebody on the hand for not being exciting enough. and you can't slap him on the hand for dominating somebody and dropping him 3 damn times and stopping him to become unified champion in a fight that is questioning his whole entire resume. How good is Boots really? You cannot criticize on every side, all right? Now let's talk about Xander Zayas. Xander Zayas choosing to take the fight to Boots. He did right because he tried to box him the first round. People didn't realize that. Boots Ennis was snapping his head with a jab, and Xander Zayas said, you know what? You're not going to slow groove me. We're going to have a fight right now, because he couldn't outbox.
But now, of course, the fight is Virgil Ortiz. They want to see the Virgil Ortiz fight. Ortiz stepped up and fought Madrimov after Madrimov looked good against Bud. It was supposed to be Ortiz and Boots Ennis already. And, whatever happened with the deal and DAZN taking over and Golden Boy and the whole thing. Now Virgil's going back to Golden Boy. Let's get the fight done. Virgil seems to want it. Bud wants it. Eddie wants it. I'm sure Oscar wants it. It's time. There's no reason for that not to be the fight. The only thing that would take my interest in that fight away completely is if one Terrence Bud Crawford decided to come out of it. Some have said that Terrence Bud Crawford retired, went to 168 and then retired for a reason. And that reason was Boots Ennis. Here's what Crawford said after the win. I'm going to keep my comments to myself, but y'all get it, I hope. We've seen you get rocked hella times too. Stop hating Unk. He almost got knocked out by Xander. Bud sends Boots to the morgue. All you do is comment. You said you'd gain nothing from fighting him, so just enjoy retirement. I agree with this, by the way. I agree with, if Bud is going to talk on Twitter, and I said this when he talked about Ilya Top Toro. If you're retired, don't do the Floyd Mayweather thing where, I would have beat him. See, I would have beat him. If you think you can beat Boots, come back and fight him. Bud's not going to do that. He's retired. He said he.
Jaron Ennis had a super dominant performance. He's a unified world champion once again. In his second weight class, after being a unified world champion at welterweight, now he's a unified world champion in the GM middleweight division. And he did it really, really impressively against a younger, bigger guy like Xander Zayas, a hungry guy as well. This is why these kind of fights are supposed to be fun. There's ferocity in their style and in their mentality. And both these guys were still at that point. Yes, Ennis was a little older than Zayas, but Ennis still with that chip on his shoulder and a lot to prove. He knows that and wants to do that, and surely he did that in this fight. Credit to Ennis really for always showing up and being the professional that he is and sharp and never letting the moment really get to him. His creativity is there, his punch selection is there, his speed and athleticism puts it together nicely with power. It was another brilliant performance by him, and he wasn't mesmerized by the moment of this possibly being the biggest fight of his